responded better to bullying as a kid than I have as an adult. I'm not sure why. Let me know what you think. The first time I remember being bullied was when I was probably around 8 years old, and another little girl made fun of me for being Catholic. If you know, you know. I grew up in the rural South. I was Catholic. I'm not anymore, but I went to the only literal little white church in the area that was Catholic. And she just ran up to me and said something about like, oh, I wouldn't know something because I was Catholic. And it was not related to anything with Christianity. Like, she was clearly just picking on me. And I just asked her, I said, what's your religion? And she said, Methodist. And I said, okay, well, how would you feel about if I just said that you wouldn't know that because you were Methodist? And she just stopped and went, not very good. And I said, okay, well, don't do it to me. That was it. She never messed with me again. And that's the first time I remember being bullied outside of my home because I was homeschooled. I wish I would have continued that when I encountered more bullying when I was an adult. And I'm not sure what changed. Because something a lot of people do that does not stop the bullying is ignoring it, not giving it attention, turning the other cheek if we're talking Christianity. And that tells the bully, how the bully hears that, even though it's not what you said, is there's no consequences and I can keep doing this. And I kept turning the other cheek as an adult. That never worked for me. Do you handle it the same way as an adult as when you were a child? And if not, what changed for you?